So now we're going to have a look at Captain Melody. Now we've got the same arrangement we had before with Captain Chords and Captain Deep. I'm just going to go to my settings of Captain Deep, and again tick the keep playing MIDI notes when the plugin window is closed, and then I can have a bit more real estate to have a look at Captain Melody. So I'll bring that up. Again, it's going to say, do you want to connect to Captain Chords? Yes, we do. And now it's generated a melody. So let's have a listen to it first of all and see what it's come up with. So not too bad, straight out of the box. It's come up with quite a nice usable melody. But let's have a look at the options we've got here. So first of all, we have the octave. So we can choose again to basically transpose this up and down in octaves. We can choose to have different note lengths. And next up we have this tension option here. Now this is quite important because it allows us to change this melody and have different variants of tension. Now if we use this chord notes only option, we're only going to be choosing notes for our melody that are in our chord progression from Captain Chords. So if I put this back to in harmony, you'll see that the C that we have carrying on in bars 2 and 3 is not present in the D minor chord. However, if I choose chord notes only, that's going to change to a note which is present in D minor. But again, just great variation, easy variation. So if we had this melody and we wanted to change it up, we could quite easily just flick between the two. Okay, so then we have in harmony. Now, in harmony is going to be a nice harmonious melody, but it's occasionally going to have notes that aren't going to be in the chords. That's what we had it on by default. So it's going to have possibly a little bit more tension than chord notes only. Now in scale is going to have notes that are in the scale that we're working on. Now you see nothing changed here because we have notes in the scale already, so that's not changed, but that may change depending on what pattern we have chosen. And then finally we have unmodified. Now this is actually just going to play back this pattern here in its default form, so without any transposing to the key that we're working in. So this is going to sound potentially very out of tune. As you can hear. I'm going to put it back to in harmony. So when it comes to rhythm, again, we can change it up using basic, simple, or complex rhythm. So let's try some of these out. We know about the basic ones, we'll leave those. Okay, so that's our rhythms. Now pattern is where we can go and actually work on different kind of melody presets essentially. So we've got things like ARPs. We've got some other patterns here as well. So this is a good example. So remember, we're looking at in harmony. So this is going to contain notes that are from the chord and occasionally ones that aren't. So you can hear that this B here sounds a little bit strange because the B is the second note of A minor. So it's not in what's called the A minor pentatonic scale, which is generally very good for writing melodies. So we could try changing that to chord notes only, and we've now shifted that B away. Let's see what that sounds like. So it probably works better with just the chord notes there. Let's try some of these other ones. Let's try some of these ride ones here. Okay, so you get the picture. So using different rhythms and patterns, we've got a whole world of different melodies that we can automatically generate using Captain Melody. Now, once again, we have our sound presets here as well. We have delay, reverb, filter and volume, as we've seen for the other plugins as well. Now obviously, in the same way as for Captain Deep, we can also have different sections of the song represented in here as well. So you can see that Captain Chords has now jumped to the pre-chorus. Now, something I should say actually for Captain Deep, Captain Melody and Captain Chords, this is a two-way kind of communication. So you can see that by changing Captain Melody, I'm changing Captain Chords and vice versa. So they're all kind of linked together in that way. Okay, so I'll just shut down Captain Chords. So for Captain Melody, in the same way as for Captain Deep, we can also use our MIDI keyboard or our computer keyboard to play back melodies as well, to jam. And again, we've got the 7 notes of the scale here represented throughout the octaves. And with the MIDI keyboard, we just have the chromatic scale to play back melodies in the same way as you would do ordinarily with a MIDI keyboard. Okay, so that's Captain Melody. In the next video, we're going to have a look at Captain Play. Thanks for watching.